So Bardstown Bourbon Company just added something new to that great Origin Series lineup. The Kentucky Straight Wheated Bourbon Whiskey. Can't wait to get into this one. I'm Tuck and this is Bourbon Bro. So this is the newest bottle in the Bardstown Origin Series lineup, the Kentucky Straight Wheated Bourbon Whiskey. It's estate distilled and it is aged and barreled at Bardstown. Now this one does come in at 106 proof, making it the highest proof point of any of the bottles in the lineup. It's aged 6 years, just like all of the other bottles in the lineup, and has a suggested retail price of $49.99, 50 bucks. Now you're not going to see a secondary pricing on this because it's going to be a normal shelf offering just like all of the other bottles. I love all of the bottles in this lineup. I can't wait to get into this one. So up until now, these are the 3 bottles that have been in that Origin Series lineup. We have the bourbon, which is 96 proof, and it also had 36% rye in that mash bill, so it had a pretty high rye content in that. The next one was the bottled in bond, obviously 100 proof since it's bottled in bond, and it also had 20% wheat in this one, making it a pretty high, wheat content in that. But my favorite was the rye. This was a double-barreled rye in both American oak and cherry wood barrels. It's a 95.5 mash bill, 95% rye, 5% malted barley. It also came in at 96 proof, and to be honest, I loved every one of these barrels, so I'm really looking forward to getting into this high wheat bottle. Let's get into that right now. Okay, so I have not tried this yet. I poured some out about an hour ago to let it open up a little bit before I tried it. So let's get into it and see how it is. Very soft on the nose. I was afraid, with that, 39% wheat in there would be, a little wheat forward, kind of like a Maker's Mark is a little bit, but not at all. Very, very soft on the nose. Get like a light fruit in there. Can't quite pinpoint it. Definitely more of a citrusy. It's not a dark fruit at all. I mean, it's not like a, plum or, black raspberry or anything like that. It's more of a lighter citrus. Do get some caramel and vanilla coming through there. Just a touch of oak. Nose is pleasant on this. I really like the nose. It's, like I said, it's very soft. It's not real wheat forward like you might expect from that high wheat in the mash bill, but I like it. Let's get into it. Ooh, that citrus really comes through on that. It really pops as soon as you get that on the palate. It's definitely a like a lighter fruit. I want to say like an orange apricot, maybe something like that. Definitely getting a little bit more oak on the palate than I did on the nose on that. Definitely some vanilla. There's a really, really nice spice on this. Something I was not expecting with that high of a wheat content, but this is really good. As I assumed it would be because I love all of the other bottles in this Origin Series lineup. It's so good, especially for the price point. You can't beat it. It's just such a great value and so readily available as well. I remember when I first got the bottled in bond, when it first came out, the go-to liquor store, one of them that I had at the time, had it sitting in their case. So I thought it was, a new release that was allocated or something. So I bought it, liked it, so I instantly went back and bought a backup on it, not knowing it was going to be on the shelf all over real soon. But I still have backups of all of them that I have now. I really like this a lot. Yeah, and at 106 proof, it does have a decent finish on there. It doesn't last a long time, but it's there for a while. I like it. Yeah, You definitely get some oak in there, and you know me, I just loves me some oak. Definitely get some of that caramel vanilla in there, but there is probably the strongest component is like a light fruit on that. For 50 bucks, oh yeah, oh yeah. I will definitely always have one of these on my shelf. On these, I think it's a great value at 50 bucks, and it's a staple. But you know, I would like to try this against that higher wheat bottle and bond with the 20% wheat, just to see what it's like, and a slight comparison between those two. Let me grab the other bottle. I'll be right back. All right, so let's get a quick comparison of these two. I haven't had this one in a while. This is the bottled and bond at 100 proof. Again, compared to 106 proof on this one, a 20% rye in this one, and a 39% rye in the new wheated. So let's get in here and see how this is. This one seems a little bit more fruity on here. Not quite as a light of a fruit as on this one right here. Where this one might be leaning a little bit towards more of a lemon on that. And I think on the website it said in the profile, it might have said lemon in there as well. I don't know. This one's more orange on here. Again, not a dark fruit at all. This one here smells like it would have more of a proof than this one right here. I'm sure that's because of the higher wheat content. But let's get into it. Wow. Yeah, this one's definitely maybe an easier sipper, maybe just because of that proof point. You know, just 6 points on that. This one's 106 compared to 100. But this one had, you know, such a higher content of wheat than this one did. I thought this would be a little softer, but not. But actually, I prefer this one with a little bit more spice on it, a little bit more bite, to be honest. Definitely have some oak in here, and definitely some vanilla. I'm getting vanilla in here. Yeah, that finish is not quite as long on this either. It's got to be just those, you know, 6 proof points. This is really good too. Man, these are both good. You know, I might just lean a little bit more towards this because of the proof on it. I like that spice, just that little bite a little bit more on it, and that finish lasts a little longer. But man, both of them are so good. Wow. Yeah, like I said, I haven't been back to this one in a while. I'm glad I did. Wow, it's really good. Both of these are good. I knew this one would be good. You know, the other 3 in the lineup I think are phenomenal. For the price point, you can't beat them. I mean, they're so good and they're so available. Any of the bottles in the Origin series, if you see them out there, if you haven't had them, grab them. This one right here, the newest bottle, when you see it out there, I'd say it's a definite buy at 50 bucks. A definite buy. This is one that I will definitely have a backup as well, just like I do all of these other bottles on here. And I can see getting back into these and drinking a lot more of them here. So anyway, that's it with this comparison. I like them both. If I had to choose one or the other, I would probably go with the new wheated, simply because it's, you know, it seems light right off the start, but then it does have that bite on there, just from a little bit higher proof point in there. But both are great. I love them both. That's it. Well, that's all for now. If you enjoyed the episode, please hit that like and subscribe button and that notification bell. If you want to check out some Bourbon Broke merchandise, just go to bourbonbroke.com, go to the store, and remember, everything always has free shipping on there. We'll see you next time, and remember, keep your friends close and your bourbon closer. Cheers. It's going to get ugly tonight.